guys, it's Alex from Maxum BJJ. Check us out on the web at www.maxumbjj.com.
Hey guys, today I'm going to go over a clock choke. Kind of an old school choke. You don't see too many guys use it. Very underutilized. I think it's a great move. Guys have trouble with it though because of a couple fine details. From turtle position. Now, however our partner got here, we're on a side right of our opponent here with one knee in, other knee is out. We're looking to either take his back or maybe, open his collars up and look for that clock choke. So first things first. First thing I do is, I gotta get the collar. So I come around his neck as fast and as aggressive as I can, get my hand in here and get my thumb inside and get a grip on his collar. Now, it doesn't have to be all the way around, but it can't be too loose. I like to use his chin as a guideline. If I can feel his chin on my arm, I know wherever I grab that collar, as long as his chin's kind of touching my arm, wherever direction I move my wrist, I'm pretty good. So I got his collar. All right, guys, a little detail on the grips here. So all I'm doing is I'm keeping, when I reach in, my arm is just right around his chin. Thumb goes in, and I just grab either 2 fingers or 3 fingers, no pinky. My other hand, when I come around, is I'm just grabbing below this arm, thumb in at the collar. Or I have his hand. So what most people do is they have their collar grips or their one-on-one, and they just start coming here and running around. And if you look, Mikey's still got base. He's not tapping, and he starts to defend, and he starts coming around the back door here and starts popping his head free. Oh, now the tables have turned. All right, now he's getting my back. So what does that tell you? First thing is you don't have his base broken down. Number one. Number two is he's able to move and counter. So we got to kill that before we start trying to close our clock choke. So I'm here in the clock choke. I have my side right. My leg is out so he can't maybe trap it. Or if I want to throw it in a crucifix, I can. Here I get my grip, right? Thumb in, 2 or 3 fingers. My other hand gets his other collar or my personal, just good old-fashioned one-on-one. All right, now, what do? 2 quick pieces, little details. I step my heel, okay? Just like I was doing a sit out and turn in from like referee position in wrestling, I get a little knee slide here, boom. What did that do? It just broke Mike's base. That just brought his elbow forward, right? So before I just go take my leg out and run around, right, I'm gonna knee slide into his elbow and break his base down. So 1, here. Number 2, when I look to finish, I'm going to look to baseball slide my hip now on top of his shoulder, pinning his shoulder and breaking him down even more. See how I throw my weight forward? Mikey's all the way broken down. So now when I go and run the clock, the tap is very quick. A lot of times guys are trying to finish his clock choke and they're up here and they're running around the guy and it takes so long to finish it, even if they do catch it, because the guy has base. All right, cannot have his base. You've got to break his base down. So again, all I'm doing is it's actually a little wrestling technique. All I'm doing here is I'm just looking to knee slide my leg, and then I'm sitting out. All right, that's where I get that from. It's a basic wrestling thing. When the guy's behind you here, I'm looking to knee slide to my base and sit out. So we're here in our side right. I want to get my choke. I open up his collar. It's great. Get my grip, good grip. Looking for my other collar grip or one-on-one pulls hand. Mike's got a good foundation. And I do this fast and explosive. I knee slide and I sit through. So I go 1, 2. All I do now is just take a step or 2 to walk the clock and finish. I barely have to move to do a clock choke properly. It's all about the setup. If your grip and your hips are good, it's going to finish right away. So he's here, and he could be all clammed up here, a good base, and all I got is his knee in here. So I get my grips, I get through, and a quick knee slide sit through. 1, 2.
Thanks for watching. You can click here to subscribe to the channel, click here to watch the next video, or click here to watch the entire series.